The year was 1187 and the Crusaders were determined to take back the Holy Land from the Muslim forces that controlled it. The Christian armies marched through the scorching desert towards the city of Jerusalem, filled with a fervent determination to win back the sacred city that had been captured by the Saracens years ago. The Crusaders had faced battles before, but none of them could compare to what would eventually become known as the Battle of Hattin. The Crusader army, consisting of knights, foot soldiers, and archers, was led by King Guy of Jerusalem. Along with him were the renowned Reynold de Chatillon and the legendary Templar Grand Master Gerard de Riedfort. The Muslim army was led by Saladin, a cunning and ambitious general who had long been a thorn in the side of the Crusaders. The two armies met on a barren hill outside of the village of Hattin. The Crusaders had the advantage of cavalry and discipline, but the scorching heat and lack of water made it difficult for them to fight. On the other hand, Saladin's army, composed mostly of light infantry and archers, was perfectly adapted to the desert terrain. The battle began in earnest, with the Crusader knights charging down the hill, their heavy armor and weapons clashing loudly. The Muslim infantry responded with a hail of arrows, causing chaos and confusion within the Crusader ranks. The heat was oppressive and many Crusaders collapsed from dehydration and exhaustion. The battle raged on for hours, with neither side able to gain a clear advantage. As the day wore on, things began to take a turn for the worse for the Crusaders. Reynold de Chatillon, a notorious rogue, broke ranks and charged towards Saladin's camp, hoping to capture him and end the battle. The move was a foolish one, and Saladin was quick to respond. He sent his cavalry to cut off Reynold's retreat, and soon the Templar was surrounded. Saladin offered Reynold the opportunity to surrender, but the knight refused, vowing to fight to the death. Saladin was true to his word and ordered his men to execute Reynold. This act of barbarism further enraged the Crusaders, who were already feeling desperate. As the day turned to night, the Crusaders found themselves in a dire situation. They were exhausted, dehydrated, and surrounded on all sides. King Guy tried to rally his troops, but it was too late. The Muslims launched a final assault on the Crusader lines, and soon the battle was over. The Christians suffered a crushing defeat, and the Muslim army had won a decisive victory. The aftermath of the Battle of Hattin was devastating. Saladin went on to capture Jerusalem, and much of the Holy Land fell under Muslim control. The Crusader kingdom of Jerusalem was all but destroyed, and the Christian forces were forced to retreat. It was a dark day for Christendom, and the repercussions of the Battle of Hattin would be felt for centuries to come. Despite their defeat, the Crusaders did not give up. They continued to fight for control of the Holy Land, launching a series of attacks and counterattacks against the Muslims. The Battle of Hattin may have been a crushing defeat, but it did not end the Crusades. It only served to fuel the fire of anger and revenge that burned within the Christian armies. Today, the Battle of Hattin is remembered as one of the most decisive battles of the Crusades. It stands as a testament to the fierce determination and courage of both the Christian and Muslim armies, who fought for what they believed was right. Though it may have been a dark day for the Crusaders, it was a day that would forever be remembered in the annals of history as a fierce and epic battle.